Are you videotaping me?
Oh, yeah.
I work for Sprague Pest Solutions, so I don't really want to be videotaped.
Yes, it's not how it works in this country, man.
Why not just leave and then go about the other way?
Because if you capitulate on your freedoms, you're going to lose every single one of them like dominoes, man.
So recording on private property isn't very cool.
Oh, this is public property.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do not let them in.
They will.
You're at this again?
I'm trying to get a records request done, ma'am. Can you believe that?
You can get me on camera right now.
No, ma'am. Calm down. You need to stop, okay? So you guys are just not going to accept the public records request?
No, someone will be out for you.
Oh, you are? See that? I would have appreciated you telling me that.
Hey everyone, I am free. It is November 12, 2025. I went following up on a bus transportation story I worked on over a year ago at the Bethel School District in Pierce County, Washington.
To a place I've been before,
I am about to show you how far a public government agency will go to violate the Public Records Act of Washington State to the tune of 39 times in just over an hour. Let me repeat that. Hopefully get 39 times in just over an hour.
Answered about
That's right, Pierce County, Bethel School District citizens. Bethel School District is officially refusing public records requests outright at this point to a journalist on video and audio recording.
I know they didn't show up.
Imagine what they're doing when no one is looking after they receive a request. If you want to watch the rest of my intro, some backstory, feel free to do so, of course. If not, you can jump forward to the approximate 2-minute and 40-second mark. This is a true law-violating news story to watch, everyone. Buckle in and watch the Public Records Act lit on fire.
Administration.
This is Inland Auditing Media, and I'm back on the trail of a story that refuses to die quietly. After our initial investigation into the Bethel School District Transportation Center, where staff flat out refused to accept a public records request in person.
So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to make a verbal public records request with you now.
I cannot give you that, sir. I cannot give you that, sir.
And I'm going to give it to you. So what I need is I need a list of all buses that have had an overage of standard capacity for children over the last 2 years for all Bethel School District buses.
And that request can be made at district
office. It can, but I can also make it verbally here.
Despite the clear requirements of RCW 42.56.080 subsection 2 and WAC 4414.03006, the tips and leads have been pouring in. And what I'm hearing is, I know you're shocked, deeply troubling.
Abusive school districts. They've had a plethora of issues going back quite some time, a lot of scandals. So yeah, that's not good. And so it is no shock that there could be something like bus related condition issues here at the Bethel Park Transportation Center. So hopefully we can get this figured out. Also, to verify from the last time I was here, they do have some sort of authorized personnel signage up there. That's good.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I need to come on inside and make a records request, please.
Make a what's that?
Records request, please.
Do not let them in. Do not let them in.
Well, as you heard, they're refusing a public records request here, so that's unfortunate. It's not surprising, but you did just hear they're unwilling to provide assistance with a public records request for this school district here at Bethel School District. So it's hard to say why that's the case. Making a public records request can be done at any facility and any office, district, division, bureau, commission, etc. So we'll hopefully get an answer here soon and get some assistance. That's a nice looking drum right there.
It's going.
Good. How are you guys doing?
So far, so good.
Excellent. Well, if there's any chance you could ask him, I'm trying to get a public records request submitted. If you could let him know, I'd appreciate it.
That's way above my pay grade.
Have a good day.
You too. Have a good day. I'm looking to submit a public records request for the Transportation Center. If you could give me some assistance, I'd greatly appreciate it. Trying to submit a public records request, please. Well, they're refusing so far to accept a public records request. I'm hoping maybe somebody will come out and they'll render assistance, but so far it looks like they're unwilling to do so. Ma'am, any way you could help me with submitting a public records request? I'm having a hard time to get hold of somebody inside. Could you let them know?
I don't know. Let me.
Yeah, just let them know. Appreciate it. Hey, ma'am, is there any chance you could let them know I'm trying to submit a public records request inside? I know it's a badge access facility only, so.
Come on, Cam.
I need to submit a public records request, please. Nope, they're refusing. They will.
You're at this again?
I'm trying to get a records request done, ma'am. Can you believe that? Transparency? Isn't that crazy? Somebody actually wants transparency from you guys. Shocking. Anyway, I could get some assistance with a public records request?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 people now that have refused. Is there any way I could get some assistance? I'm trying to make a public records request.
Okay, say that again.
I'm trying to make a public records request to the Transportation Center here. Is there any way I could get some help with that?
To talk to somebody?
Well, they're refusing to talk to me. I'm just trying to submit a records request for some records regarding maintenance of the buses here. That's it. Pretty straightforward.
Hey, Dawn, come on in, please.
Wow. So you guys are just not going to accept the public records request?
No, someone will be out for you.
Oh, you are? See that? I would have appreciated you telling me that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they did.
Nope, not at all. Still like to submit a public records request, please. Still like to make a records request, please. Hey, sir, any chance you could let them know inside I'm looking to submit a public records request? I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Hello, is there any way you could maybe provide a little assistance? I'm trying to submit a public records request to the Transportation Center. And the lady said someone was going to come out, but it's been a bit. I've asked probably a dozen times at this point. Is there any way you could just maybe ask them real quick when you head inside? If,
Okay, where are you from?
Oh, I'm just a citizen looking.
Jennifer, come on.
Yeah, just looking to submit a public records request. I still need to make a public records request, please. Are you going to accept one? This is looking like they're going to not accept it. So what I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, when the next employee comes by, I'm just going to have to submit the public records request orally and in person to that employee, and just do that. So, hello. Hey, I need to submit a public records request for all maintenance logs for all the buses at the transportation center for the last 6 months. And if I could have that sent to anonymous citizen wa@protonmail.com, I'd appreciate it. They're just refusing to take one in there. So
Oh.
I just got to say, I've submitted it to you as a public employee. If they want to send someone out, that's cool.
Okay.
But I would just like to.
Okay. I'm
get that
fairly
done.
new, so I'm just.
Oh, no problem. No problem. So that's been submitted to you. Okay. Hello. I'm trying to get some assistance submitting a public records request for all bus maintenance records for the last 6 months, sent to anonymous citizen wa@protonmail.com.
I don't have any idea.
Yeah, they said they were going to send someone out, so since you guys are public employees, I just want to say I've submitted it to you. If you could aid with that. I've submitted it twice now, ma'am. If I could get some assistance, I'd appreciate it. Okay, so that's 15, 16 people, I'm guessing, at this point. They will not answer that intercom anymore.
Hi, how can I help you?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for someone to come out. I'm trying to submit a public records request to the transportation center.
If you want to go ahead, you can call and make an appointment.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understand the position of the district. In order to submit a public records request, I need to make an appointment.
Yeah, you can make an appointment with one of our admins.
Gotcha. So I cannot submit, is it the position of the district, I cannot submit a public records request here?
We're a lockdown facility, so you can go ahead and call and make an appointment, okay?
Okay, so you're going to refuse the public records request. I've submitted it to 2 employees so far out here. Are you guys going to honor the records request? Okay, so they terminated that. They cannot compel you to do so. Okay, so they did pick up, they hung up. They are definitely refusing a public records request at this point. Ma'am, can I get assistance at the public records request, please? Okay, you just saw another person right there. They're completely refusing to assist. Ma'am, could I trouble you to get some assistance? I'm looking to submit a public records request to the transportation center for all the maintenance logs for all the buses for the last 6 months.
I don't know how you would do that.
Oh, I'm just trying to submit it to someone. I don't know who the designee is here, but ma'am, I'm just still trying to submit that public records request. Can you assist with that? Nope. Now I want to point out, you can see the yellow light right there. If they pick up and hang up, it'll go green. I'm trying to, and then they just hung up. So what they're doing is, they know that I'm seeking a public records request. They're picking up, they're hanging up. So I'd like to submit a public records request for all maintenance logs for all buses for the last 6 months. If I could get that sent to anonymous citizen wa@protonmail.com. That's all I'm looking to do.
Gotcha. So recording on private property isn't very cool.
Oh, this is public property.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean,
Can I grab a person that can answer that for you?
Absolutely.
Because I don't have that info.
No problem. Happy to do so. They were saying they were going to do that. I just
No problem.
didn't have anybody come out yet.
Are you videotaping me?
Oh, yeah.
I work for Sprague Pest Solutions, so I don't really want to be videotaped.
Yes, it's not how it works in this country, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but I could be nice and ask you, and
You
could be
can,
nice
but
and
I'm
say
working in
no.
the middle of a story. You just walked up. Why would you walk back up to a recording camera and ask to
If
not
you
be...
were videotaping me, I don't want you to.
I get that. I'm in the middle of working on a story, man. You walk up to every journalist that's on the street and say, hey, sorry, I drove
If they're
by.
videotaping me, yes.
Well, you know, I the only thing I can
don't
say
want
is
to be videotaped. Thank
perhaps consider getting a visa and going to North Korea. I mean, or Russia. I know they don't have liberties over there. All right, have a good Freedom Day, man. Take care. Ma'am, I still need to make a public records request, please. Now, see, she just admitted it's public property. They know that you can be here recording. That's good. But what they don't seem willing to do is actually submit or to accept a public records request. So. And again, went green, yellow, and they're just refusing that public records request. This is well over 20 times now. Can I get that public records request submitted, ma'am? Nope. She is refusing again. That same woman right there in the yellow sweater.
What are you trying to get, dude?
Submit a public records request.
For what?
Bus maintenance records.
What about it, though? Why?
Well, it's a good question. I've had leads for quite a while now that there are bus maintenance issues with the buses here. Okay. I've had multiple parents reach out to me as a journalist, say, hey, got some issue with the buses, and so I come in here to submit a public records request, and as you can see...
Isn't there like another way you can do that, though?
There's actually a plethora of ways. You could do it in person is one of them.
Well, yeah, but if you're not getting anywhere, why?
Well, because as a journalist, what I'm trying to expose is that they're unwilling to follow state law, which says you can come in person and do it, and they're proving that they're violating state law. That's what journalists do. They demonstrate.
Yeah, but to me, it's like, why? What's the point? Okay, you see what they said. You see what you got. Why not just leave and then go about the other way? Because if you capitulate on your freedoms, you're going to lose every single one of them like dominoes, man. Okay.
All right. Hey, ma'am, I need to submit a public records request for all maintenance logs for the last 6 months regarding all the buses sent to anonymous citizen wa@protonmail.com. Are you going to accept that public records request? Nope. They're now signaling in there to have people going in through the doors and to ignore the public records request. I'd like to submit a public records request, please. The lady said she'd have someone come out and assist me. I'd still like to do that, please. I'm gonna swap out batteries here really quick. Hello. And watch the flashing yellow light. Hello. Looking to submit a public records request? Please. And they just hung up.
Come on, Martinez.
Ma'am, can I get assistance with that public records request, please? Nope. Hey, ma'am, I'd like to submit a public records request to you, please, for all bus maintenance records for the last 6 months.
What?
I'd like to submit a public records request for all bus maintenance logs for the last 6 months, sent to anonymous citizen.
You can get me off camera right now.
No, ma'am, calm down. You need to stop, okay? I'm asking you to do your job as a public servant.
Why don't you just leave?
Ma'am, you need to stop and behave, okay? Come on, seriously. I'm just asking to submit a public records request. Wow. I'm still waiting for someone. Yeah, there we go. Hello, ma'am. Can I submit a public records request to the transportation center here for all bus maintenance logs for the last 6 months? Need it sent to anonymous citizen wa@protonmail.com. Not going to accept a public records request.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Refusing.
You have to go to a district office.
Gotcha. Okay, so you guys are going to refuse at the transportation center?
I'm not refusing anything except explaining that the district office is the one you need.
Yeah, the model rule is allowed to be submitted in person and orally, so that's what I'm doing. All right. Can I get some assistance with making a public records request, please? No? Just going to refuse? Kind of seems to be in keeping with Bethel School District. Any ability to get some assistance, ma'am? Wow. They just simply do not want to provide assistance relating to public records. So again,
hi, what can I do for you?
yeah, looking to submit a public records request. Actually, I was wondering if I could talk to someone about getting that done here.
Hi, normally they do the public records request at the main office.
I totally appreciate that, and I do understand where you're coming from. I mean, I am already here, so I just want to submit that records request, and I'm basically done. That's the only business I have here. So, is there like maybe someone that could come out, or can I come in and submit the public records request there, or how do you guys want to do this?
Hold on, Paul.
Okay, thanks.
Hello, sir. Public records requests are made through Kathy Kemp
Gotcha.
in the district office.
Sure, and I just want to clarify, so I appreciate you providing that information to me. I just wanted to make sure I understand that the district will not accept in-person oral public records requests at any division or office or bureau, commission, etc. of the overall school district. Is that?
I cannot speak to that.
Okay.
All I can do is provide you the information for Kathy Kemp.
Gotcha.
And that would be at the ESC over at the district office.
Well, how about this? Perhaps you can meet me halfway here. What I'd like to do is just submit the public records request to you just over the intercom right now for all maintenance logs for the last 6 months for all buses.
Yeah, sir, I can't receive that information. I can provide you with Kathy's information, though, and you're welcome to contact her.
Sure. No, I can appreciate what you're saying. It's just more convenient for me to do it this way, and I'd like to
Yeah, but that's not how it works. So let me grab her info for you, and I'll be right back, okay? Hold on. Sir?
Yeah, if I could get that submitted to anonymous... Yeah, if I could get that submitted to anonymous citizen WA at protonmail.com. I've submitted the public records request now. If you need me to, basically tell you what it is again, I'm happy to do that.
Sir, I didn't receive the public records request. You need to contact Kathy Kemp. I can give you her phone number and her email.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I did submit it orally and in person to you, and that is allowed by
I'm the Director of Child Nutrition Services.
Sure.
I don't have the documentation to take a public records request.
Yeah, you just got to write it down on a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be anything formal. So,
Again,
did you want me to repeat it, or
give you her phone number?
did you want me to repeat it, or?
I'm going to repeat Kathy's phone number to you.
That's fine. Yeah, I've just already submitted it. So yeah, if you want to.
800. I don't accept public records requests here in this office. You need to do that through the Human Resources Department.
Yeah, that's not what the model rules and the statute says, though. So I just need to, have that taken. I mean, I obviously, don't want any
Sure, I'm happy to provide the information.
Sure. Well, I've already submitted it, so.
Well, it's not submitted. You need to submit it through the proper process.
Yeah, if you read WAC 4414-03006.
It's available publicly on our website as well.
You can also do it in person and orally.
To submit it that way.
Yeah, I've already submitted it in person and orally. I just wanted to give you an opportunity if you wanted
that is not
to write it down.
You need to actually follow the process for the school district.
Section 520 gives you...
So you can obtain the public records request on our website, or you can contact Kathy Kemp.
Section 520 gives you 5 days to respond. 5 business days. So if you were to respond within 5 business days, just acknowledging that the public records request has been received, I'd appreciate it. And that's basically all that I need.
The public records request here in
Sorry, it's been submitted.
I can give you the...
Yeah, I mean, I've at least got an image of you. Can you share with me your name and position here, just so that I can say if I don't get the response within 5 days that I submitted it to you?
Sorry, you cut out for a second.
Oh yeah, no problem. I was just saying if I could get your name and your position here, so that I can make sure I can follow up with who I submitted it to.
It's Kemp at BethelSD.org. And that's who you need to submit the public record.
Okay, so I have submitted it to you. You got 5 days in accordance with Section 520.
I'm not the person to submit it to.
Yeah, man.
Again, it's
absolutely. Yeah, I can submit it to
SD.org.
Uh-huh.
Her phone number is 253-800-2043.
Uh-huh.
And it's also available publicly on our website.
It's also available to provide an
if you have any
orderly
other
person.
questions, you can contact
So that is
our Human Resources Department.
all bus maintenance records for the last 6 months for all buses here at
I'm going to
this
refer you
center.
back to Kathy.
And then I would like that sent to
you're gonna have to
anonymous
take that
citizen
information.
WA at protonmail.com. So I'm just doing a quick follow up there with you on that. So did you want more time to write it down, or do you have a good memory, or? Hello? Okay, well, I'm guessing... Okay, so it's that lady right there. So I've submitted the public records request. You can see her, green shirt, brown hair, glasses. I know that it's the receptionist or the person sitting at the front, so that has been officially submitted now. So I've submitted it to, I'd say, about 15 people at the transportation center, and I've now submitted it to the unnamed woman there. That's all I can do here. They've got 5 days to respond in accordance with Section 520. But for all of you that watch my news here at Inland Auditing Media, this is obviously a situation where Bethel School District is trying to shoehorn people into how they want you to submit public records requests, and it's just simply not their option to do so. So, you know, in this case, it can be a bit difficult to find Public Records Act attorneys, but in this case, I feel about 99% confident that they're going to violate the Records Act and my rights to submit records requests in ways that comport with state law and administrative codes. So we'll see where this goes from here. Obviously, in Washington State, you can't guarantee getting an attorney. If you can, you win. But I will certainly make every effort I can to find an attorney and bring action against the district for refusal to accept that public records request when I just submitted it ad nauseum for well, I think over an hour at that point. So that's going to be it here reporting today. I definitely say this is a first video, part one, if you will, for this particular follow-up with the Bethel School District.
Welcome back to the very end of the video, where the nights get longer, the air gets sharper, and the truth stands out clearer against the silence. If you're hearing this, you're one of the very few who stick around to not just witness, but understand. In this quiet part of the video, we reflect, share what fuels us, and say a few things to help the algorithm help us reach someone new. December is when the world winds down, not this channel. So let's close the book on the year with keywords, philosophy, and the reasons we don't go silent, no matter how cold it gets. The December 2025 SEO keyword cluster: reasonable articulatable suspicion, no RAS, no ID, detained without suspicion, unlawful detainment audit, Fourth Amendment audit, Terry stop exposed, ID, refusal, education, filming cops legally, First Amendment audit, sidewalk rights, confrontation, FOIA request denied, corrupt public officials exposed, government employee misconduct, city hall audit confrontation, mayor caught lying, retaliatory arrest for filming, police officer walks off job, refusal to provide badge number, Citizen journalist exposes cover-up. Violation of open records law. You won't believe what this cop said. Tyrant cop gets owned. Arrested for filming again. Cop tries to delete footage. Body cam reveals truth. Public official loses it on camera. Shut down by the Constitution. First Amendment violation caught on video. Audit goes viral. Caught on camera lying to the public. City Hall confrontation. Courthouse audit. Police station audit. School board exposure. DMV meltdown. Sheriff's office corruption. Public library filming rights. Fire department audit. Federal building standoff. Post office audit fails. Do you have to show ID? How to film police legally? What is reasonable suspicion? Public photography rights. How to file a complaint on law enforcement. When are detentions illegal? Passive resistance explained. Legal to film on government property. Civil rights training for cops. Know your rights when stopped. And now on to the December philosophical readings and reflections from David Thoreau. Civil disobedience. Disobedience is the true foundation of liberty. The obedient must be slaves. My reflection is that when you record from a sidewalk, ask tough questions and don't move just because they said to. That's not obstruction. It's resistance. And resistance is how liberty breathes. And from famous poet and Russian writer Alexander Solzhenitsyn, let the lie come into the world. Let it even triumph, but not through me. My reflection as it relates to my journalism is that's why I film. That's why I post. That's why I confront them when they say you cannot record. I will not be a part of that lie. From Cicero, from his text On Duties. Salus populi suprema lex esto. Translated, the good of the people is the greatest law. My reflection is that public servants often forget you serve the people, not the other way around. If the camera makes you uncomfortable, you're in the wrong job. And finally this month, from one of my favorites, James Madison in Federalist 51. If men were angels, no government would be necessary. My reflection on that is don't assume they'll do the right thing. Record it, test it, question it, build the controls. Now I've got some questions for all of you for December. A little pre-Christmas and holiday homework, if you will. Which government agency is the least transparent in your town? Has a cop ever demanded ID from you with no reason? And what did you do? Should government buildings be required to remain open for public audits during the holidays? What was the most shocking audit you saw this year? Do you trust your local government more or less 2025 and why? And finally, I just want to say to you all this December of 2025, I greatly appreciate you. I could not be doing this without your interest in my journalism and my push for transparency wherever I go in seeking my stories. I want to thank you all for that support. I want to wish you all and do wish you all the best in your 2025 holidays and the best going into a 2026 as we pursue greater transparency and expose corruption from tyranny and tyrants alike from here and into 26. Thank you very much. Happy holidays.